You turn. You want to do mine again or not? 'Cause you good. We good. We live. We live. We live. We live. So we about to go to our video and get the hoop.
All right, I hope you don't put a second pen.
I'm good. I'm fine. I'm all the way good. Let's go. We live, y'all. We live. Hopefully everybody can hear us. If you can, if you are joining us, we are starting and we are late. So right now, let's get into some tunes real quick. You'll see who was 5 minutes.
Y'all heard, y'all seen who was that.
Okay, sitting right next to him. So let's get into it. This is No Fun by Kylie featuring Anyee Wright.
Get your ass up out of here, baby. You take it and bring that down in. Come on. If you just come back outside, we fit it right. Take it on top, come on. My people go me, yeah, my nigga, they just eat. Like, yeah, play my movie, we get out of the way. Real cowboys, I just think this thing got three cars, we got tickets. It's a big ass party in Philly. It's a swing around. Why you wanna have fun? Why you wanna have fun? Down to the ground, to the ground. He's left, right, up, down, ground, to the ground. Why you wanna have fun? Why you wanna have fun?
Yeah.
Simple message today. Talk about
Yes. So y'all heard it. That was lit. I love that. That was super dope. Yeah, I mean, I got to think you said, what song it reminded me of. So I got to think about that.
it's
I
really,
gotta get into it.
it's really just the hook part.
I love that. You make me think, but no, I love that. I love your vibe.
I know, right? So y'all heard it, but it was have fun or no fun, no fun, right? Because you're supposed to have fun, so I'm like no fun, but yeah, no
Why
have.
you don't want to
Why you don't want to have fun? That's why I call it no fun, y'all. That's why would you want to? So, but that was No Fun by very own, okay, King Kylie.
Come on, big lick yesterday, yo.
You're Anyee Wright on that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me jump in.
Anyee. Sorry, we got her name right. So
yeah,
for sure. So we give her prop.
you lit too. Lit.
Definitely pretty lit.
Producer, engineer, artist, is creative. She's very tough. Originally from Philly, now she's out in California. So yeah.
Love that. That was dope collaboration. Dope.
Definitely.
So you are watching Soul Talk with T and Kenny.
Yeah.
Come on. So y'all know we come to y'all on Sunday. Today, come on a special location. We're on a special location. We had to come to the king himself today.
Yes, we did.
Come to the king himself today.
So if y'all was waiting for us to join, again, like we said, we do this live, so we gonna have our little technical issues. We may have to move locations like we did today, but we did. We came to the king himself. He was like, yo, coming to me. We was like, yeah, like,
Serious.
yeah, welcomed us, okay, but you know, so hey, tell the people about yourself.
Oh me?
Yes.
King Khalid, South Philly Bull. I'm really power friendship kind of guy. I'm really team building kind of guy. Top plot pusher. It's like back in the day, people think plot and they think you scheming against someone. Now, rebranding. Like when you push and plot, you trying to elevate and push the story forward. We trying to make sure the plot not pushing us, we pushing the plot. We make decisions that affect the people around us and affect us in a major way. But in a positive way. Pushing.
Right.
Yeah. So listen, I saw you. Where were we? We were at the Rose Garden.
The Rose Garden.
Right? And when I tell y'all, this man's performance, it knocked me out. You could feel the passion, you could feel the fire, it was entertainment.
Yeah.
The lyrics was lyricking, okay?
Yeah.
Like, it was just all around dope, okay?
I gotta give it up for his background dancers because they was killing it on the floor before we knew that they was his dancers. They was already killing it out there on the floor, right? But then they got on the stage and they killed it too. So, but like you said, performance was definitely on A game. I used to be a manager in the music business, so when I tell you that I would love to see a great performer, oh my goodness, he got it. He got it right there. I would pay money. I go to concerts all the time, but I pay money for performers. He's one of them. Yeah.
Y'all too kind.
For real. You gotta give people these flowers right here. For real.
No, that's right.
That's the thing. We have to normalize that. We gotta normalize it. People always wait until it's the RIPs and the I wish I was there and I wish I said this, but you're right here. And I gotta tell you, you're a dope soul.
That's right.
From one dope soul to another. Okay.
Yeah.
You're a dope soul. That's it. Yeah, but come on, you know how we do here, y'all. So we have a set of questions that we always gonna get into with our guests so that you can feel who they are, right? Because we getting into the emotion of it all. So you can feel who they are. Tish is gonna do what? Her mental health. I'm gonna do my self-love. Yeah. And we're gonna do it based on the music, right? Okay. Based on the music today. Yeah. So where we wanna do how we want to start it off, girlfriend? I got it. All right, so let's see what we're going to go into. So our first question that I have for you is, do you intentionally incorporate themes of self-love or any type of love into your music?
That's a great question. I think self-love translates different for everybody. So like a song I would say carried me has been my vehicle since I've came back into the music scene. It's called Money on Me. Mm-hmm. And the self-love in it is basically just telling myself ain't nobody real as you, bro. I know your life. I've been there. Ain't nobody seen what you seen because you was the only nigga there. That only played. And you know what I mean? Ain't no one stronger than you either. And it's not just physical, it's mental. You know what I mean? My heart is crazy. My heart. So that would be my example of a self-love in my music.
And that embodies that. That definitely embodies that. Speaking, having that conversation with you to tell yourself, listen, I'm the king. To be able to have the mentality to call yourself the king speaks volumes.
That's sure.
That speaks self-love volumes on another level. And it can speak self-volumes on a level where I wasn't there yet. So I called myself king so I can strive to get there. Or I knew I was this. And so I'm gonna tell the people. So it can go both ways, which I think is interesting too. So on that type time, where you at on it? But I'm gonna be the king. They know I'm the king. Like, where you at with it?
I think it's a mixture. So I went through a couple names coming up. So I started rapping in like ninth grade.
Okay.
Did a little talent show. Changed my life. I'm like, this is the life. Like, these are people I want to be around. This is what I want to do. Ninth grade, I had some childish names. Like, they used to call me Lil because I used to be little as shit. So like, I went from like pretty boy Lil, where I was a young boy that was acceptable at the time. Then I went to like Levi Lil, and hopefully like But I used to have a lot of Levi's, so they called me Levi Lil. Very simple.
Okay.
Essentially, I got to the point where it's like, all right, I'm not little no more. I want to be me. I want to be Khalid. I want to present myself as an adult. So, along with my name, I definitely put King there because that's something I strive to be. It's like titles hold a lot of power, words hold a lot of power, but the word King, it's just a leadership position. It don't always have the best connotation, but like, you know what I mean? I'm gonna do what I gotta do. It makes sense. So King is what I attach to myself for something I strive to be. And I feel like it definitely put me in the lane and in the path that I needed to be in.
Yeah. Love it. Thank you for telling me that. 'Cause I was curious. I wonder, what made him choose that and what level, what was he thinking about. So thank you.
I guess fun fact, sometimes I want to change it from King Khalid because the kings of the past really fucked up the vibes. And I started to be like, I don't even want to be a king. I don't want to be in control of people. I feel like maybe that's what I felt like I needed at the time. So I did have ideas on to switch it, but I built it. So I just got to be what I built. You got to live
Exactly.
sometimes.
Yeah. Make it be the type of king you want it to be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You can redefine it for yourself.
Exactly. Yeah. Love that. Love that. Okay, girl, what you got?
Share a moment when music became a form of therapy for you.
Uh, I guess I share some of my personal life and my music. Like I used to tell people that tried to pursue me in dating and stuff, like, yo, maybe you should listen to some of my music. And it's like, I don't know if it was therapy, but it was more like journaling. I share some things, but I wouldn't really like therapy is like you get through it or past it or understand it more. I ain't necessarily do all that, but I would sometimes just share a bit. And it always be pertaining to love and relationships. You know what I mean? Because I feel like my life is like a love story. It's like love and hip hop.
Yeah.
So I do share in my music, but I don't know if it's therapy in a sense. Yeah.
I love it. At the end of the day, I feel like everybody got their own reason why they get something. For me, I'm a big person of music. Like Kiana know my music.
Go to sleep, eat, everything is
Do nothing without it. No, I can't work. I have
everything all day.
There's a clause in anywhere that I've ever worked that if I can't have music at my desk, you cannot have me.
She can't.
I can't.
She don't go to no job.
I can't do nothing without a tune, and it's not. I don't look at it as a sad, but that's my happy place. I love music. Like, I love it. So I totally understand where you're coming from. It's like, it could be any part of you that just takes on and gravitates to that. So.
It's so weird. It's not a part of the question, but like, my life was different. Like, I grew up, I wasn't interested in music at all. Like, my stepmom was white, my dad was black. He was out working. She was a stay-at-home mom. He be playing music while she cooking and shit. I'll be hearing it. No offense, it be white music.
Okay.
I just like, man, I'm going outside.
Yeah, you might go.
So it wasn't a part of me. Like, I wasn't listening to music. I didn't know more than 5 artists. Like, literally, when I was in 9th grade, my friends rapped and they kind of forced me into it. Like, because I came with them, they'd be making me freestyle with them or like encourage me to write stuff like that. So it became something, and then it was my something. So I just, all right. Yeah. Well, it wasn't natural. Like, I don't even got no rhythm. Like,
Listen, but I'm gonna say he don't have no rhythm. Y'all got to see him in person.
I was about to say,
Show
he does.
and he couldn't tell him nothing, no rhythm. So
It definitely works.
right, because it was definitely working.
You might be too busy paying attention to them. Next time, when we see him again, we're gonna see him again live. Next time,
I'm having trouble connecting to the internet.
Okay,
Take a look at the help section in your Alexa app.
Alexa, first of all, nobody was talking.
nobody was talking to Alexa, but this is why we love live, right? She was all in our conversation.
First of all,
Okay, so let's turn Alexa off. That's number one.
Okay.
Stop to say was because Alexa was over there that we want to see him again live, and we'll let you know. We won't pay attention to the background dishes. Background dishes, we love you, but we gonna be down. Watch it
See, let's get into it. Um, how does writing or performing music help you connect with your authentic self?
Ooh, that's a great one. All right. I'll do with performing because it's big connection. But me as a person, I'm like unorthodox.
Mhm.
Like, let's say in sports, like if I'm playing ball, super athletic, I'm gonna get a lot of wins. Like, I don't really have a good foundation with the shit. You know what I mean? I'm that one player that is like defying the laws of basketball somehow. Like,
But it's work. Okay.
exactly. And the results speak for themselves. So music, my performance is the same way because everything I had to learn the hard way or the long way. So it's like even at this right time and right age with all this experience, I'm still learning some basic fundamental things. But even without those things, it was always something that spoke and gets me where I need to go and it gets me what I need. Like I still get the dubs without the foundation. Like, the energy is there, athleticism, the passion, and the will to win. Right? The will to keep going is always there. So that's what I started with.
Love that. That's a great answer. Great answer. Yeah. I feel that I love when I can, well, I don't know, a particular artist or a particular person one on one, right? But I love when I can feel like I'm getting into their personality through their performance or through their music because then I can relate.
Yeah.
Whatever it is that I might be going through, then I can relate through whatever it is that they're presenting. So I love the authentic people, right? That's what's gonna get me every time. You're authentic and you're trying and you're doing it, and I can see you start and grow too. I absolutely love it. That's right up my alley.
Like that.
Come on. Like I can see your journey, witness your journey, and I'm like, damn, I remember when he was right. I remember when he was different. Now look at it.
I love that.
I should.
That.
That's
But
it.
some people don't look at people like that. Some people don't even look at people. Like, so it's kind of like you just bypass what somebody is really sitting here becoming right in front of your face, and then you don't even give them no love about it. Like,
They looking at, but when that person becomes the success that they see, that or that they, the success that they know of, right? And their mentality of success, then they see the person. Now they see you.
yeah, or when they do something bad, they see the person even more. That's when they normally see the person, is when it's something in the negative light.
That allows them to be seen.
Exactly.
You know what it reminds me of? You know when you're driving, right? Say it's two lanes. You in this lane, it's the nigga right here. You going like this. No, actually, it could be a nigga. Yeah. Let me see. The nigga's here.
Mhm.
You about to go around. As soon as you about to go around the nigga,
Yeah.
or as soon as you about to pass somebody or like swoop around, you want to get in front of you.
Yeah.
It's like the same effect with artists. It's like people would rather get in their way or slow them down than to just let the road take its course.
Therefore,
Like niggas don't even, they're not stopping you, they're not getting in your way. They're literally, but it's a lot of
that going on.
like, I can't even get over. Oh, here we go. You right here. You try to make a left. They back here.
yeah,
You put the turn signal on, these niggas get like this.
yeah. And that's so true. I have to say though, I just actually give you a lot of props for what you do because I know being a male artist, it is a lot harder who probably get love. Now, I'm just saying from what I've seen from other male artists than it is female artists. Do you believe that? Now that was an off the top question, but I'm wondering, do you believe that that's
believe female artists, they get a lot of love just off TV. Sure, because like could be cute, could be sexy, could be appealing, could be something the women want to aspire to be. You know, a lot of different things.
Exactly.
And we have our things too, but I kind of operate in a different spectrum. It's like some of the male artists you'll see that get a lot of love from other males is like they from a neighborhood or a block or heavily associated, grew up with some street shit or whatever. Me, I always been- So it's like I don't always have a crowd with me. If anything, I make the crowd comfortable. So it's like the people that fuck with me, typically it'd be over time. Like they see what I do and they're impressed or they're moved, but it might take 4 times to see me perform to finally come up to me and be like, damn, I fuck with you. You know what I mean? So it's like I could sometimes know like people are loving what I'm doing, but they so shocked that I'm popping and shit like that. On my lonely. That they just like be stuck. But I don't never think it's hate. Like you know what hate is, but be a little like
Like trying to figure out also like how did I get that. I get that, and more power to you for being able to do it by yourself. That ain't easy. Not entrepreneurship, business ownership. You know, being an artist, that is not for the not for the weak.
Not being a rapper, especially, man, it's even dangerous. Like,
of course.
I can see how that could be dangerous too.
Yeah.
So I have my next question. How do you maintain your mental well-being while dealing with the pressures of music industry?
That was good. That was a good segue actually, because we was kind of on it.
Right on it.
You know what's crazy? The only pressures I felt from the music industry, I'm not gonna say like Hollywood, but like let's say the community, is like you know, just having to make a name for yourself and have to win people over, that's not really too hard. But the industry issues I dealt with would be the industry that I create. You know what I mean? Like I would bring in a bunch of people because I like the plans I make are bigger than me. So it's like it's just so big, I can't do it by myself. 1 and 2, once I tell it to a few people, they want to help and they want to be a part. So I typically work with people, and sometimes that could be the greatest asset and the greatest lead to depression or lead to stress or you know lead to a lot of different issues. So like that's where I would say that the issues come from just building relationships maybe without boundaries or like maybe confusing like business with friendship, things like that. But I try to keep it business because I'm such a friend person. Like I'm gonna love the shit out of you. So like I don't want to just be loving everybody because once I love you, I love you, and then
That's a lot of energy.
you know. So it's like that's the industry issues or tribulations that I might deal with.
So the industry that you create and the people that are around you, are those people that have been following you, watching you, are those people that have always been there? Are there new people? New people?
Yeah. Typically they'll follow me and know what I do, but it's like it just depends on the project. Like I remember I had a project to like reform Philly on the open mic scene and stuff. So I built the whole group, was on some Wu-Tang shit because I had this goal that I wanted to start doing shows. And I built the group, became a DJ, started tutoring people, taught people how to DJ, got people paid gigs, and did all this shit because of the goal. So now at this point, my goal is different. So I don't have a group of artists that I work with and things like that. But I do have a group of people, but it's more
Tailored to them.
tailored towards me specifically.
Right.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So if I'm hearing you correctly, so every time you have this set goal, so to speak, and you're working on whatever it is that you're working on, it's a different group of people that you would meet or that you might acquire working.
Yeah, or that I attract.
Or that you attract.
Makes sense. You know, And I believe when we went to the conference, they said, don't be afraid to change your circle. If you had one accountant and that accountant was low, because at that moment you only had a little money, then that's when you need it. But if now your money up here and your accountant unfortunately still only know about low money, you gotta change your account. So you gotta change the people and what's going on.
So remember I told you about push a plot, right? The plot is like the story. So like in my life, like when I think I told y'all on camera, like every 6 months I have a new goal, a new plan. So it's like in my life, I'm always a rapper, I'm always a father, I'm always just a thorough ass bull.
Come on now, talk to the
Every 6 months it's a new. It's like look at Colleen's multiverse. It's like right here, it's the group era. Right here, this is the artist era where I introduced myself as an artist. Now we're in the director era where I'm like putting my creativity to the work with my stuff and it's about to expand to other people. You know what I mean? Put a whole new visual cinematic world out here in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
But like that's just how it be. It's like this is the world we in now. Everybody that's in this world, come into this world. Everybody who can't get in, they outside that shit. You feel me? Like
King County world, let's go. Come on, King County world. Let's go. I like that. Listen, I just keep telling him, I'm giving people their flowers, okay? She probably gets sick of me telling her what I be telling her. But when you around a dope soul, when you're around dope people and it's genuine, right? Because you can feel it, you can see it.
Yes.
And you can feel when people trying to put on a certain act.
That makes
sense, right, y'all?
Exactly.
So this dope soul is real genuine. First of all, to welcome us into your home. Thank you for welcoming us into your home, and it's a very welcoming spirit, a very welcoming home.
Definitely.
So I thank you for that. Thank you for being a guest today. Yeah. And just opening up in general and not being afraid to have this conversation because I feel self-love and mental health. I feel that number one, it goes hand in hand. Self-love and mental health. But I feel like self-love and mental health should be talked about across all industries. You know, for everybody, no matter who you are, what you're doing, exactly, that has to be a part of you. Because if you don't love you and if you're not okay with where your mental is, how strong can your craft really be, no matter what craft you're working on? Yeah. Right? So talk about it. Come on, I feel it. Let's go. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Listen, man. I was following the whole joint up to 95.
Come on, 95. Let's bring it in.
But not but in this community, some of the most talented people are the most sad, most depressed, the most hurt, broke people.
That's true.
Like, so it's like mental state doesn't determine if something's gonna come out of that. Something's gonna come out, no matter you good or bad.
I do believe that a lot of the people I've come across that is extremely talented in some way, shape, or form have been through something in their life that even started their craft. And they can still be in that moment of sadness, but in the moment of sadness is where all their creativity comes out. So every time they step into the booth, they're literally giving their all because that's what they feel in the inside. They give it their entire soul into whatever they're doing, whether it's art, whether it's music, whether it's dance, like they giving it all. That's why when you watch an artist and you can feel, if an artist can make you cry or make you feel it, is because they are really feeling it in that moment.
It is the release that they're putting in, so the energy, right?
Yeah.
The release that they're putting into that dance, that music, that art, that you know, those vocals, that energy that they're putting into, then now allows me, the person, to feel that energy. To feel it. Whoever is listening to, right? Whoever is listening to it. Yeah. So now it's me going through those emotions, going through that mental journey. So I still look at it as it goes hand in hand because whether you have self-love or not, you're still going through that mental journey. And that mental journey now, you're putting that out there for me to go through it with. So I love that. I love that about art. Absolutely.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I think it's one of my favorite things is when I can really relate to artists. You know, because I was a music major, I listened to all types of songs, all types of genres. Like I'm just in it. And I kind of try to pull from good people, like, oh, I love this song, or where this artist been at. There's a lot of people out here that's just hitting gems. You know what I mean? And it's like a lot of times it's just about that one great song. So for me, if I hear an artist and they can pull me with that one song, you got me forever. Now I'm looking you up. Now I'm seeing what you're doing. Now I'm figuring out where you at. You know, why you not seen out here in this? Because like that one song to get you.
I have a question. So the last person that we had on the show, she was a spoken word artist. Her name was Volumes, and she was saying there's some work that she doesn't perform anymore because she's no longer that person, and that would trigger her to perform that particular piece.
Yeah.
Do you have anything like that, or can you relate to what she's saying, or what do you think about that? Her saying something like that.
Well, I could personally.
Yeah.
Well, I definitely got work that I wouldn't perform ever again. It was a period, right? I got 2 kids. It was a period when I was one kid, me and my girl, we living together. I'm trying to be a rapper. But like the bills was crunching in, shit, money was tight. And it got to a point where it's like, damn, do I put this little hundreds on studio time or put food in the fridge for the rest of the week? So at that time, most of my music like was like me wanting to have money, what I'm gonna do with the money, how much money I want, how much money I need, what I require. And it's like sometimes I just hate performing that shit even at the time because like I don't have no damn money.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like with the bills and real life shit kicking in, I just stopped rapping for a few years to get my finances right, get my life together for like trying to get the foundation set. Because I just didn't even want to be a broke rapper. Like for me, it's just like that's just don't even. It could equate, but just for me. So yeah.
So there's some piece perception for you too. So you have to.
It's something that I never performed. Like any of the music from that time period, that's where my brain was. I used to want to get signed and all that shit. Like you know the whole record label pipeline. I wanted to be a part of that. It's like I was working so hard, but it was like I was drained. I was broke. I was just like, so anything from that era, that's my SoundCloud era, y'all. You gotta look me up on SoundCloud. I used to be a raggedy rap ass. 3 verses, a hook, a bridge, on every song. So yeah, I relate. Mine don't never make me want to perform it, but I would look back and be like, man, yeah.
I think that was interesting for her to say that because I mean, I can see, I didn't think about it like, oh yeah, it's all these pieces I got because you know, you always working and you doing stuff. But she said, no, there's some pieces that would trigger me. I would never do it again. So it's interesting for me to ask you that question because I was curious.
Yeah, I can see that because throughout the years too, things change within your life, and you like, well, why would I go back and talk about this? But now I'm here, I can talk about this. Like that elevation is what now you're talking about every time you move forward. So
yeah, it's almost like I was against manifestation. Like yeah, it's like no, fuck all this manifestation with my words, bro. I need to let these actions talk. Like, even if I don't say no words for 4 years, for 3 years, like I'm gonna make these actions talk. And then come back.
Yeah. I know that's right. That's what's up. I love that. I love that. Well, let's see.
Come on, how you feeling? I mean, you know, on Soul Talk with TNT on this like that.
This is a big one because we see this a lot. How do you handle criticism in social media for protecting your mental health?
Block. Party.
Block. Listen, every time we do a show, we always talking about blocks.
Somebody always the block party. Double block, he said. Double block.
So if you don't get it, we talking about block the first show, the second show, the third show, and the worst block is coming out again. So,
and let me clarify, it's not just like someone criticized me or giving a critique that could benefit you or something, or even just their opinion.
Yeah.
If you're disrespectful, bro, you're blocked.
Yeah.
That's the
No one ain't actually come with all that shit. You feel me? Like you blocked. Don't tolerate no disrespect.
That's right.
You can say something, but be respectful. Like you want to have a conversation with me. Like imagine we had a conversation. Like don't look at it as just a post. Look at it as like this is me. You think that's me? That's me.
Yeah.
Think about how you talking to me. All right, so you get blocked. Don't-
Before you get blocked.
It's important to ask because in this industry of especially music, for sure, I see it a lot. I see it with the female artists because they either too small or they too big, and they go through that criticism and the social media bashing and things like that. And the guys be the same way. The girls be wanting them to look like this person or look like that, or you know what I mean? They
stop.
they not tough enough. So, I thought that was an important question because sometimes in this industry can make you do things to yourself that you don't even really want to do just to try to fit into what you're doing into your craft, and it's just so sad.
And I'll say this, right? As a rapper or even as an artist, as any person who puts their location where they'll be this day or that day, this time and that time, you should just always just be aware of that when you're interacting with these strangers online. Because you just never know. Like you could fuck around and be like, someone gets smart with you, or be like, you're ass, bro. And you're like, fuck out of here, weirdo. Like, or like you Joe or you dick eating or something. Next thing you know, that dick eater's outside the show. You know what I mean?
Right.
So just keep that in mind. Like if you don't like what people saying or whatever, just block them. Just hide the comment. I mean, this 2025, we gotta find the right way to navigate because there's no reason to get shot or killed or robbed or just have a new hater. Not a normal hater who hate you like every day. Looking, checking. You don't need that. So just keep that in mind.
Yeah, for sure.
Fuck that. I'm nice to everybody.
I love it. Yeah, I mean, but he's right. You do got to keep in mind. I mean, even for me, I'm not, out here in a big time river, but when we move and shake, I always be like, well, people know where I be.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? People pay attention. And so I'm not a mean girl in real life, so I don't expect to be mean to people. But it could be somebody that triggers you real quick, and then my trigger button might be pushed. I may say something out of line, and like you said, you never know, So you got to be careful of what you say, when you say it, how you say it, and that, especially if you post it where you be.
And let me ask you, so you being on social media, being kind of in the public eye, when you're out and about, do you find that a lot of people notice you, know you, come up to you, things of that nature? Do they know you from that?
Yo, that's what I'm gonna say. If you ever come up to me, right, in the street, you like, yo, King Khalid, and I'm like, hey, what's up, bro? And I don't say your name. Yo, I swear to God, bro. Yo, it'd be like this people. Look, I introduce myself to people 5 times. Like I'll be out somewhere and they looking at me a lot. And I'm like,
you be like, I know they know.
They like,
I watch you do it.
I'm Khalid. They like, bro, I know you. We met last time, bro. And I'm like, oh, shit. Hey, yo, what's your gram, bro? Let me see what's
And now y'all can follow each other.
Bob's like, show me the gram so I can lock it in. Once I lock the gram in the person,
that's it.
Yeah.
That's you got it. You're in there.
But it's always people that know me who I don't know who they are.
That's I always say that too. I'm better with faces than I am with names.
Yeah.
So if I see your face, I can be like, oh, that's such and such.
I'm better with faces.
I'm so bad with names, and I'm like, oh, what's your name again? I know I remember you because of your face, but I don't remember. And then what I don't like about social media is that people change their tags and their names all the time. So now I might have got to know you as this, that, and the third, and then you something.
And then you just switched up.
Switched up. So that's why I go by faces. If I can remember your face, actually, that's good. That means you mean something.
But it's to a point where it's like it was so many faces at a point, and then it's like.
Listen, I don't know faces or names. I know people by moments. Like, that's why the most people that catch my eye are like the talented people. Like, oh shit. They just did that.
Okay, so you can remember us on the podcast, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we was at the show together. We was
Yeah.
but now we got an experience. So it's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, okay.
but yeah, it's not names and faces or Instagrams. Literally, you gotta do something that'll make me remember you. Not saying come up to me and do some shit.
Right.
It took me to something about something.
Something
that I
to
remember.
catch it. Yeah.
Yes. Especially if I introduce myself, I'm gonna remember it. It's like, it's a reason I introduce myself. So,
Yeah.
so don't take it personally, y'all. I just smoke a lot and take a lot of that. I'm nearsighted. And trying to work with it, man. So
I love it. Real life and that's that. Okay. Told y'all. I love that. That's great. Yes. All right. So let's get into. Are we on another self-love question or are we at you, friend? Where we at? We're on self-love question. Okay. So let's see what we're gonna do. What we're gonna ask. So on a tough day, right? On a day where you're not having your best day, you're going through something, you might be feeling whatever. Do you use music to uplift yourself or to get out of your head? And if so, like how? Do you listen to it? Do you write? Do you like what do you do? How do you if you do?
okay. So when something fucked up happens to me, something bad that the energy is there, you feel it on you.
Right?
I can't use my mouth. Like I can't say nothing to them because it's gonna be dangerous. But sometimes I'm well enough to be like, all right, let me take this energy because I know what it is, energy, and let me get the right.
Okay.
Now it's not saying I'm gonna write some heartbreak shit or some sad shit or some revenge shit, but I might just write some shit.
It could be
It'll just be the best thing you write. Like literally the song we played today had. I just found out that someone from my old group is lead dissing me on a song, and it's just like, what is wrong with this? Like, what is wrong with y'all for real? So I was sick about that. So I went put on some beats. Why you don't want to have fun?
Right. Okay. I love the backstory. Thanks for sharing the backstory.
Yeah.
I had some
For
energy.
real.
So you released it in that way.
Yes.
So you allowed it to be your release.
It was good. 'Cause it was a good song. Right? Sometimes you write your greatest things in that moment. For sure. Because I decided I know some artists and I know that in the moment that they were in, they wrote the greatest music like ever.
Gotta reform that shit. Because energy, it really comes. You feel it.
Yeah.
Dude, do
So what
something.
you gonna do with it, right?
I mean, I like to go to the gym. As far as mental health, like I encourage everybody to go to the gym, especially men. Like I can speak for men,
Sure.
because, but like go to the gym, bro. Like feel that pain, good pain. Man.
Now, do you do the gym by yourself? You got an accountability partner?
I have accountability partners. Me and my team, we all like to stay healthy and go to the gym all the time. Some of us go to the gym together, but we do our own thing. Like we walk in together, then we
You walk in together, you leave. You leave together. Get it in. So do y'all go every day?
Yeah, I try to do 5 days a week.
No.
But then like it just makes me think back, like, damn, all the love issues, relationship issues, the pain I felt could have been in the gym. So now I got a lot of back build up. So that's why I be in there going hard for the years I wasn't in that bitch. You feel me?
Make you feel better.
I'm like, I remember.
Pushing out that energy, release all that energy, okay? That is hilarious, yes, but no. Shout out for that. Come on, promote good health. Right, promote that good health going to the gym. And I love that you got a team that goes with you and an accountability team. Like you said, y'all don't go in there and be together, right? But y'all go together and y'all lead together, which is super dope. So I love
We're
it.
not together. We in different gyms. There's 4 niggas in 4 gyms, and we all there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Y'all all took it upon yourself. We going to the gym today. We might not be together, but we all still gonna go. So this is what we're doing at this hour, and I love it. That's awesome.
So yeah, go to the gym. Like and cheese steak.
Healthy.
Go to the gym. Y'all know y'all want to. Come on. We about to be summertime fine.
Come on. Right. Somebody. want that summer body, so it's time to be.
So let's see, what changes would you like to see in the music industry to better support artists with their mental health?
We could make music that's better for our mental health. Like, maybe like, for a record label or something, like, they could have some type of program for mental health. Or maybe like, if your artist is in and out of jail or been in jail or been through some trauma, you have some program for them or something for them. You know what I mean? But as far as the local level, I think everybody's very ambitious in this community to throw shows and to put on more entertainment, but there's definitely more room for more community service work, more community building work, and just some sustainability stuff like our mental health. Like a lot of the women in the community got a good mental health little situation going on amongst each other. I think the men could do it, or we could all do it together. We the ones that be needing that. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right. Come on, it's a village. It's a village. Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
I had a question. I was thinking about kind of this, but it was based on community. Something that was based on community. But with the community, do you feel like there's a lot of collaborations that are being done from you yourself, or just in general in the community, or do you see everybody pretty much trying to do their own thing?
it's a bit of both. It's a bit of both. What do I want to say about this? I think people do stuff with their friends, which is fine. People do things with people in the same lane, like photographers with models or videographers with rappers. But I think we need to kind of like look at the skills that certain people have or certain groups have and find ways to bring them together. It's like I don't think nobody looking at the larger picture. It's like everybody wants to do for them and do for their base or their, everything starts from here, but it's like cool. But we need some just like general goals. Just like we have a big goal for the whole year, like stuff we can accomplish in the city or as a community. Like, we come together to the largest event, larger than Roots Picnic or something. But like,
Right.
you know what I mean? Like all these niggas want to throw a little show, compete with you and you and you.
Yeah.
Yo, can we throw the biggest show?
That's
On the whole shit.
It's coming. I got it.
30 niggas.
Yeah.
A bunch of grants coming in, sponsors. That's what I would have.
That's the vision. I love that.
Yeah.
Love that vision. I love the answer. So I'm definitely a community person. I'm all for the people. I'm all for the community.
Yeah.
So how we can put it together, like you said, to make it work for everybody. We all out here doing it, right? If you doing it over there, if you doing it over there, and they just talked about this and it was a seminar that we went to, and they were saying when you go to apply for a grant, if it's 10 of y'all applying for, let's say, a $5,000 or $10,000 grant, y'all all 10 maybe get denied. But if all 10 of y'all come together and one, and then let's say apply for a $200,000 grant, now guess how y'all just amplified your money, but y'all all got what y'all wanted. So not just what you wanted, but more.
And because you came together
Because you came together as the community, but now y'all can all do your thing.
Let me piggyback, right? The knowledge that came in my head. What's the game with the X, Y's, and Z's and people getting shot? The Asian game.
The Squid Game. Squid Game, yeah.
It's almost like, right, the community thinks it's Squid Game, where at the end it's one winner. And niggas be playing like, if I don't get rid of these niggas, then I can't make it.
Right.
No, this is not Squid Game, bro. This is like, this is like, everybody could really make it for real. Like, not everybody, but like, so many people could make it. Like, you don't gotta, this is not one nigga at the end. Like, really, we could all get our own high scores and reap the benefits and work together. Like,
I love it.
that's how people be moving. Like, it's only good.
I like how we broke that down because that just makes more sense. And sometimes you gotta break it down for people like that, for people to really
It's not Squid Game. I'm the nigga in Squid Game that's like, yo, they about to shoot us. Y'all about to chill, dog. Don't move.
Right.
What the fuck is this guy? Like,
All that complaining and got them shot. So that's the thing.
So yeah.
Love it. That was great. Yeah, good question. Good answers to the question. For sure. Good answers to the question. Love that.
For sure.
All right, where we at with it?
But you go where I go.
That was my last question.
Okay, well, I got my last question right here. Let's see. How do you recharge mentally after a draining performance or tour? That's my last one.
Yo, it might take 5 days. Like I do a big show or something that takes a lot of energy. It might take 4 days of well rest, but just do the things you need to do, especially work out and eat. But whenever shit is too stressful or it just took too much, you just gotta catch up on that sleep, yo. Catch up on that sleep, don't get around other people. Like fall back, get some sleep, listen to music, the weather's breaking, take a walk, you're gonna be all right. Like even if it takes 5 days. My house, I have a show, fuck up my house getting dressed and getting equipment and doing all this shit. Then after that show, my house is messed up for 4 to 5 days. Then I finally
Yeah, I get that because I know we can relate, me and Cam, because we go and we do our vending events and we do things too. So there be times where we be creating stuff and things be all over the place.
Tornado.
Yeah,
I get it.
My whole dining table be filled. You don't expect to sit and eat because they ain't nowhere to sit. And it's because I literally I do what I gotta do, and then you're right, you drink, and then you gotta give yourself that time, and you're like, all right, come on, that's sit off the table.
it's that time.
Yeah.
You gotta recharge. But you have to know that you have to recharge. But some people keep going.
That part.
They don't even listen. They burn out.
I do that.
And I've burnt out a lot of times. That's why I got to be like, I can't move out the bed today.
Yeah.
I think because I'm matured as a man, that I'm able to know that taking a nap is an essential joke. Like when I was in my early 20s, if you would have told me to rest, I was like, bro, I'll sleep when I die.
Yes. That's what I experienced. Like, what?
Then I'm walking around with big ass bags. Because I just am like that, going hard.
I used to be like a nap. What's that? Take a nap.
She's still like that. Think about used to be.
Okay, so I get my sleep. All right, listen, I do sleep. However, I am a on the go person. So my body, we kind of don't get along. My body does not want to rest, and my brain wants to watch TV. Okay. But my body is saying, girl, why we not moving? Why we not out there? Why we not doing what do you do? My body is talking to me and it makes me a lot of fidgety and I feel like I'm about to explode and my head about to pop off. Then I gotta get up.
That's how they go down. I heard what shit to let y'all know.
That's how they work. I'm trying to get them the time, to kind of like each other and that, we work together as a team. Especially now being a full-time entrepreneur, so I need to work on the brain and the body. Oh, we gonna get there.
I love it. I love it. It's awesome. I love it. Absolutely love it. So, King Tyler, that was my last question that I actually gave you about self-love and on my side, and that was Tisha's last question, right? Mm-hmm. But do you have a question for us? Let's start that way.
Sure. What do y'all, from your perspective and position, think that artists could do to help with mental health? Because I gave it to y'all from an artist perspective, but like from y'all, what y'all?
I would say, from my perspective, it's just what some people are doing. Some people do and some people don't. But showing up as your authentic self through your art. So that people that are trying to come up in the game know that it's okay, no matter who they are or what they do, that it's okay. Because you're not in this particular box, or you're not this particular shape, or you're not this saying this particular thing. You know, you're showing up as you, and you showing up as you can relate to whatever your tribe is going to be. But I think that for me, it would be just for them to show up authentically as themselves to give other people the courage to be able to do that, because somebody might be scared to even come out thinking they're not going to like me because I'm this type of person or this type of artist, or I'm not speaking this, you know, I'm not speaking on this topic or whatever. So for me, that would be a major thing, to just show up and show up in all areas, all forms. You know, don't show up uh, only for the limelight. But even when you think there's no lights around you, no camera, no social media, show up as that authentic person. So that's where coming from me.
Okay. I would have to say for me, probably just doing more music that represents that self-love and mental. Get out of all the riffraff that's being put out here in the street when it comes to music. I mean, again, I grew up on music. I'm a musical soul, and I remember it's weird because the music back in my 90s and the 90s era in 2000s meant more to me now than some of the music now. We got a lot of great artists, but look how young I was then. So it's weird to me that in my older days that I don't feel the music as much as I did when I was a child. And because that music spoke to me. And so I don't see a lot of that now. And some artists do it and some artists don't, but we have a lot of artists that don't. The music is definitely raunchy, ratchy, whatever, trashy, whatever words you want to put out there. And it's not giving us a sense of self love or mental health in no kind of aspect. And to each his own about what people produce, but I feel like if a lot of artists did that, I feel like honestly, not only would they reach more people, but they would reach different generations, the younger generations, and because I feel like we're all looking for that music that used to touch us internally.
Great question. Thanks for asking that.
Of course, I had to pick y'all.
Yeah. Okay, we switching up again.
I wanna leave y'all. Like, I think we as artists have the power to change the narrative. You know what I mean? Like what you were saying, the music back in the day, it spoke to you because people had more pride. People had more respect for themselves, for like had stuff they would seriously fight for, they seriously wanted. So everybody wanted money, we want freedom, we want more comfortability, but it's like we could work together and really change and make a better narrative for ourselves. Like real music is on its way out. You know what I mean? People want to have fun. And there are things that are important to us. Like all the people that was crying about Trump or crying about Kamala getting to the rap game, bro. Like start spitting that shit. Like the Christians, the Muslims, whatever religious, hoop you in, hop in the rap game, start singing or something. You feel me? Like we can make new narratives. Like it don't just gotta be love and hate. It just gotta be fresh, dusty. You know what I mean? Like it's more we could do. So that's my challenge for y'all at home. Let's take it back.
But let the people know where they can find you, where you're gonna be. Because I know
We know it's coming up, right?
got shows.
Hold on, tell people about it.
No.
Before the shows, I'm in my director bag. I'm doing short form content. I'm a cinematic director board. So models, actors, stunt people, script writers, people that like get with me. We just building and doing more creative stuff. As far as the shows, I'm about to be in Austin. I got 2 shows out there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be out there for a few days coming up this upcoming week. You know what I mean? I don't want to say too much, but I'm gonna be out Austin.
Yeah.
Be back in Philly doing some more creative stuff. But y'all can follow me on everything at KINGKAHIH. That's King Kali. YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. This, that.
Yeah. All
Yes. Love it. Thank you again, my doctor. Thank you. Thank you. Come on now.
You know that's right.
Come on now.
We really do appreciate you doing this. And we, you know, again, We knew when we seen you perform, we plotted on you was like,
You got to be on the show. You got to be on the show. Yeah.
we knew it right there. We knew it. So we definitely appreciate it. Again, thank you for inviting us to your absolutely beautiful home. It is awesome. I love it. And you mentioned Soul Talk with T&T, a special guest, King Kylie. You know?
Bang, he did his thing, y'all.
For watching, please like, share, and comment. Okay, or if you want to see the visual like this, because this is where you see our funny, then you want to tune into our YouTube channels, or you run them back on our Facebook channels, or IG if we're connected on that side. But if you want to just catch the audio, we are on every platform. Okay, so just look it up. Soul Talk with T&T, and you will find us. It'll look just like our cards. If you're a little confused on what you're looking for, it'll look just like this. And you should be able to just listen to the audio, which I gotta admit, I felt a little funny because I couldn't see myself and just listening and listening to us talk about our tech issues and all of that was amazing to me. So, but we appreciate y'all and thank you so much. And good night.
Bye, y'all. Awesome and amazing Sunday on purpose. Yeah, dope. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Yeah. It ain't. There we go. Love.